You're now listening to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast. Straightforward, no nonsense business advice. Completely unfiltered. Grow your business. Grow your life. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
We're excited to kick off the third annual Lawn Tourpreneur Series and highlight some of the best and brightest up-and-comers in the lawn and landscaping industry. We're interviewing 6 lawn entrepreneurs from across the country and highlighting their success as we share their inspiring story with you. Thank you to this year's sponsors, Yard Book, Equip Exposition, and Staybill for partnering with us on this exciting tour. Don't forget to check out the correlating equipment tour video for each guest on the Brian's Lawn Maintenance YouTube channel, dropping each Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, here's your host, Brian Fullerton.
All right, guys, we're going to jump right on into it here, hanging with the man of the hour, Mr. Justin Gonzalez. How are we doing, brother?
Good. How about you?
Doing good. Thanks for joining us on the podcast today. First off, we just got done shooting the YouTube video for your teenager tour setup. You're one of the first ones going through the mill, so you did a great job and got an awesome setup.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Dude, that's awesome. By the way, if you guys are listening to this real time, we're shooting this podcast and the YouTube video middle to late part of July, and go figure, the day we picked to go film, it's like 92 degrees out. So
yeah, it was super hot out.
It's super hot, dude. We're both like just dripping sweat. We're inside the enclosed trailer. He's trying to explain all of his equipment, and we're both just beating sweat. So if you guys appreciate any of this stuff, drop a thumbs up or a like or a share, anything to just show it some love, to get some support. But we super appreciate that. But Justin, I'm going to go back to you, man. You how old are you? Give me your background. We're going to take it from the top here.
I just turned 18 in March, and this would be my third year in business. I started when I was 15. I started with a friend's push mower. I borrowed a weed whipper and a blower.
Okay.
I was just walking around neighborhoods, trying to find some houses to cut to make some money. And believe it or not, I didn't actually think about taking it into a business. I just started doing a few lawns and noticed that it was something I enjoyed. I quickly, after a few lawns I bought my own push mower, bought my own whip, bought my own blower, and just continued that. And my mom had a 5x8 trailer laying at home.
Okay.
I would have my sister, she would drive me around, because I only had my permit at the time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she would go with me, and we would go cut a few lawns here and there. And then, like I said, I only had a whip, blower, and push mower.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I was cutting the lawn, and the customer asked me if I had an edger to edge their lawn. And I said no, because, when you first start out, you don't have everything, and you got to make your way up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And later that day when he went to go pay me, he tipped me $200 to buy an edger.
No kid.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
It was very nice of him. And so I bought an edger. I could start edging people's lawns. And so, like I said, I only had like 5 lawns, and I kept enjoying it, so I kept trying to get more. And then I started to do some advertising. And quickly, from one year to the next year, I went from 5 lawns to like 75, 80 lawns.
Holy cow.
So, yeah, it was definitely... It seems unrealistic, but it did happen. I advertised a lot. And in the beginning of the first year with those lawns, I actually had bought a S10 pickup truck for my first truck to pull my trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so after I had the push mower and stuff, I bought a walk behind as well, a Skag 48-inch walk behind. And so that's what I was cutting those lawns with after I grew out of the push mower. And then that fall as well, I built on top of my 5x8 trailer, I built a leaf box and took a track vac vacuum and put it on the front of my trailer. So like I had like a 6-inch tube into a box and then a pallet to pull out. So that was kind of my first leaf setup before going into the year with 75 clients.
Wow. Talk about humble beginnings. Right. I mean, that's as basic as you can get, but you're just bootstrapping it, trying to figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. I seen like setups with like leaf vacs and stuff, but then I seen like the price tags of those leaf vacs. So I was like, I'll maybe make it work and do a track vac onto like a 5x8 trailer or something. And it worked really well for my first year.
Right.
And then going into my second year with my walk behind and what I had, the 5x8, I found a 14x6 landscaping trailer out in Northville.
Okay.
I picked that up as well, and then had my walk behinds in there. But right before the start of my second year, I noticed I had a lot of clients, and the walk behind wasn't really gonna cut it anymore to get everyone done. So I picked up a residential Land Pride 52-inch sit-down mower, and then that got me through the season until late in the end of the season. My second year, I picked up a package deal of 4 Bobcat Bunton walk-behinds and a sit-down mower, and that's kind of where that got me there in the second part of the season.
Wow, that's incredible, dude. That's a great story and setup. And you're just growing at the speed of cash, just reinvesting at the business at that point.
Yeah. Every day I reinvest in my business. I mean, it's still not where I want it to be yet. So every day we're going to keep investing into the business. Because at the end of the day, it's all going to pay off. So.
That's right. Well, you got a great setup here. What do we paint the picture for anybody who's going to maybe watch the YouTube video later tonight or this week? Give me your current lawn and landscape trailer setup, the one that we're looking at right here.
And then currently what I'm running now is I have 2 trucks, a landscape truck and a grass crew truck. For my grass truck, I run a Chevy 2500 HD with a brand new engine put in it, with a 20 foot by 8 enclosed trailer. And then inside for our landscape setup, or
Mow setup.
Inside for our mow setup, I run a Exmark 60-inch S series, 52-inch Bunton, and a 48 walk behind to cut all our lawns with Red Max and Echo whips.
Yeah. Pretty sweet setup.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not bad for 18 or 19.
18.
Dude, are you kidding me? You got a Vertex S series, or you were saying the stand on. 2 awesome mowers. I'm impressed. I don't even think I had those same pieces of equipment until I was almost 30. So, dude, you're a decade ahead of me. So, great job.
Yeah, definitely. The 60-inch Exmark we just picked up like less than a month ago.
Okay.
And it's been one of the best mowers I ever had. Definitely going to be purchasing a new one in the near future.
Man,
another one.
So awesome. Already 180 hours in that Vertex. So I know you guys are putting some seat time and some engine time on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
And then when it comes to fall, too, we do the leaf cleanups. We use the mowers as well to push piles of leaves and everything. But, yeah.
You guys got some serious leaves over on this side of town, by the way. We're over here in Livonia, Michigan. You guys get just very, what would you call it? Like very seasoned trees. Like they've been around for a long time. Where I'm at, it's more subdivisions. And there's some divisions over here, too. But you guys are like old school, big, thick, old trees.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Where I'm at, it's like new development trees, and you get a couple maples or whatever, a couple leftover oak trees, but not thick like over here.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We run in the fall. Last year, I didn't have my dump truck, but the year before, I had a dump truck.
Okay.
And we ran a big leaf box with the billy go on the back of the trailer and our mowers as well.
Sure.
And that was definitely one of the nicest setups. Last year, we were unfortunately we built a box on our 16-foot open trailer. But this year, I have a 10-foot dump truck now, so we're going to definitely build a big box. And then hopefully by the fall, we can look into buying a billy goat from Weingart's.
There you go.
The trailer behind it.
Love it, man. Love it. I'm in the same boat. Our billy goat debris loader, love the 18 horsepower. Next spring, we're probably going to invest for a dump trailer, and then by next year fall, we'll trade in or sell, not trade in, but probably sell off the 18 horsepower debris loader billy goat and upgrade to a 37, so we can have just the biggest leaf cleanup setup that you can get outside of dropping 30 grand for a leaf dragon, which is just ridiculous. But you're over on this side of town where Matt Clippers, let you guys know Matt McIntosh and Clippers. He was on our fall winter shop tour. He's 5 minutes down the road from over here. So
he's right around the corner.
Yeah, do you get anything from over there yet with him? Salt or equipment?
Salt, yep. I went there for salt last winter for our salting.
Yep. Plow right over there too. Yeah.
Yep. I also actually went over there for our plow markers as well.
That's right. Small world.
Yeah, definitely. I actually seen the plow markers off your video. So
no way.
Made me go over there to get them.
Were you shocked that they're 5 minutes down the road from you?
Yeah, no, I actually heard of Clippers.
Okay.
But like I said, my first time in there was getting plow markers after I seen your video.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
These are real businesses, right, Justin? I'm not just making this stuff up.
Yeah, no, this is real.
People are always like, he's an actor. He doesn't even mow grass. I've never seen his trucks. I'm like, dude, we're in a 2-mile radius. You shouldn't see my trucks. They should be mowing 30 lawns a day parked inside subdivisions. And you said you saw one of my trucks in one of the, don't give away the sub, by the way, but so it's one of my anchor accounts, but have you seen our trucks and trailers out there?
I actually did see your truck and trailer, and I was wanting to say hi, but I was like, wait, where's Brian? His truck is just parked there. They're working.
All the guys are working, man. If you guys live local, it's just funny. I've got people that, they just leave comments on other people that make hater videos or comments on me. And I'm like, No, we were here. We exist. Matt with Clippers, he's a real business. He exists. Troy Clogg is a real business. They exist. And I'm like, I still don't know how people still come up with this kind of stuff that say we're fake or we're not making it happen or trying to grow ourselves. And we don't have it all figured out. We're a very small company, locally. But I mean, we're doing the same stuff that you guys are doing, man. So it's really, really cool to see your business on this side of town. You're only 10 minutes down the road from me, but realistically, like, our companies are not really going to intersect. I mean, you could do a couple million over here and not even come to my neck of the woods.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There's just so many people, you know what I mean? So that's awesome. Well, right here, you got by the way, the white enclosed trailer. Do you know the size of this thing? This thing's beautiful.
This is a 8 by 20 foot enclosed.
Okay.
And we have our decals and logo wrapped all around it. So
looks so good, man. Looks so good. Who came up with the green G and the green leaf?
I actually went online and I had paid someone to come up with a few ideas for me.
Okay.
And they showed me a few ideas, and that one really stood out to me, so I decided to go with that one.
Cool.
I felt like it had a nice first impression when you look at it, and kind of gives off a little detail of the business with the leaf.
I love it. No, it looks really good. It looks very professional, like a site management, outdoor company, that can do all your grounds maintenance. Are you guys doing more residential, more landscaping? Like maybe break down the business a little bit. Those 75 clients, are those residential, commercial?
So right now we're at 105 clients for lawns. Like this year's my first year, we're actually running 2 trucks out every day for landscape and grass.
Okay.
So I will say I have a decent amount on lawns, but this year I noticed that we do a lot more bigger landscaping jobs, especially like complete remodels around homes, brand new flower bed installations, ripping out the old stuff, new stuff, stuff like that. Years prior, we would do a lot of landscape work, but it always seemed like smaller, like weed, a flower bed, maybe an hour or two here.
Right.
This year, I'm noticing days to weeks worth of work. Do
you like that? Is that like the goal that you were hoping?
Yeah, that's something I like, is to have bigger landscaping jobs. And then for as far as our lawns go, we cut a lot of residential. This year is actually, I remember like within the last 2 years, I remember the day I said, I want more commercial. When am I going to get commercial? And now we're starting to actually get more into commercial work for snow plowing and grass cutting.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'm at there.
More of Brian's interview with Justin Gonzalez right after a word from our sponsor.
Experience success at the Equip Expo in Louisville, Kentucky, October 15th through the 18th. It's the green industry's premier event, covering landscaping, lawn care, and outdoor equipment. Whether you're a new or seasoned pro, there is something for you. Join us for a welcome reception on Tuesday at Churchill Downs. New this year, we have happy hour with the Crashers on Wednesday, a blend of networking and a concert experience. And don't miss Energize, hosted by Brian Fullerton, where you'll get help with marketing, hiring, sales, and purchasing. Thursday night, it's Trace Atkins in concert, and new for 2024, we are introducing our certification center in the West Wing, offering certified courses in pesticide continuing education, turfgrass pesticide application, chemical application, and tree care and shrub. Parking is free. Use code Brian for 50% off your admission ticket. Click the link in the podcast description and join us at Equip October 15th through the 18th.
How are you getting more of your commercial work these days? That's a big question. A lot of folks always ask, especially younger guys, because sometimes there's the impression that you guys are younger and don't know what you're doing. And I think that's just such a misnomer. I'm like, a lot of these younger kids, call you guys kids, but 18, 19, 20, 25-year-olds, like, they're just as good as the 40-year-old guy with the big company. Mm-hmm. So how are you guys maybe getting over that initial hump if somebody's like, well, is this kid young? Like, can he actually do a good job?
Yeah, so honestly, for my commercial work, a lot of it's been word of mouth from coming from my residential work.
Okay.
And my neighbors and stuff. A lot of it's been word of mouth for my commercial work. A lot of my residential started off as advertising and stuff, but now I don't do too much advertising. I just post photos and stuff of our work, but not actually try to get my name out there as much, because I feel like everything's already there, set in place. So word of mouth is big now too.
That's huge. Yeah, doing a good job. I think folks still underestimate how much that can get you good business.
Yeah.
Just letting your work speak for itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have all the nicest, newest trucks or mowers. Frankly, sometimes the guys that do, they're just pretty boys out there, and they can't even do the basics, let alone show up every week on time. And you've mastered this with great setup, a great business, great customer growth, the last couple of years. Where do you plan to go from here, if you don't mind me asking? I know you're 18. Did you just get out of high school? Are you still in high school?
I just graduated this year, actually.
So like 2 months ago?
Yep.
Dude, awesome. Welcome to the land of the living.
Yeah.
What does it feel like not having to, for 8, 9, 10 hours a day, have half your day sucked away from you?
And that was actually one of the biggest things when I was in school. It'd be like school work. And it was hard. It was hard. Like, I'm not a school person, but I just said I have to get through this. I needed that diploma.
Yep.
But it was pretty hard to get through it all, but I did it. Now I'm full force into business. Like, now I'm like seeing myself every day, no matter if it's a Sunday, a Saturday, a weekday. There's always something to do. Either it's maintaining equipment, doing estimates. There's always work. Like, I'm full on in business now. So this is what I plan to do. And hopefully in the future, get a few more trucks going.
Love it, man. Love it. Let me ask you this. No right or wrong answer. You can say any brands that you're working with, not working with. But do you have like any apps or technology or any way that you're running the business or tracking the business that has found works for you? Or are you old school pen and paper? What are you doing?
So as far as like invoicing and stuff?
Yeah, invoicing, routing, anything like that?
Yeah, so I'm a big person on like spreadsheets and yard books. So spreadsheets, I have like a spreadsheet open, and then I have like 8 columns, like a Tuesday route, Monday route. I actually just went from 4 days of cutting to 5 days with a 2-man crew.
Okay.
I have like a day agenda of what we're going to get done this day. And then a landscape agenda, what landscaping jobs are coming up and such. And the spreadsheets just have like our pricing and everything and contacts. And then as far as invoicing and stuff, we invoice monthly for our lawn clients. I feel it's less to keep track of if we just do monthly instead of comparing to every week invoicing, keeping track of payments and all that. So we invoice monthly for our lawn clients. So we use Yardbook for that. And we recently started using Yardbook up to write a lot of our estimates. We've been using Yardbook to our advantage lately as well.
For the estimate tool, you can get it, click it, and they can approve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, and then submit any customer notes.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
And then as far as like our landscaping and like lawn, we always have agreement forms for everything. We have like a 3-page landscaping contract with all our landscaping jobs. Lawn agreements, which I actually learned from you.
Okay, cool.
That's what we took into place for that
there
as
you
well.
go. There you go.
And same thing with snow agreements as well.
Yeah, love that, dude. That's awesome. By the way, it's just funny. Another quick little story, but your friend came to the snow meetup that we did a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And he got that. What was his name again?
Quan, and I actually met him because he bought my old leaf vacuum.
Okay.
Yeah,
so making friends.
Yes.
But he came out to the snow. I think we just had all of our snow set up, so we did like a 30 guys there, and we did all like a big, massive snow equipment setup video.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. So again, real people, real events, real hanging out, getting to build the community. We got our live conference this November. You were talking about coming to that. So hopefully we'll see you there. If so, we got tickets at launchpreneuracademy.com, guys. Come check it out. The amount of younger guys and kids that are there, again, I call you guys kids, but I've got 12, 15, 18, 20-year-old kids that are there with 30, 50, 80, 100 grand businesses. And I'm like, I can't even imagine what I was doing at 15 years old. I know what I was doing and just getting in myself into stupid stuff and things that didn't matter. But, being 15, 18 years old, like, yourself here being 18 and learning from a guy like Mark Bradley or a Sam Gemble, running 10, 20, $50 million companies. Yeah. Like, talk about a good investment for a couple $100 in a Saturday. I mean, give me a break, So that's awesome, man. Where do you plan to go from here? Probably last question for me, and I'll get out of your way because I know it's Sunday, it's a family day. I don't want to take too much of your time here. But where do you see the company going over the next couple of years?
I see the company getting bigger. Like, each year, it's always something new. Like this year, I bought like 3 main trailers, the enclosed, dump trailer, and equipment trailer. That was my main things. Last year, I had an enclosed and open. But I figured if I got an enclosed, I can get a dump trailer. No need for an open this year.
Sure.
But within the next few years, I want to put out a 3rd truck next year for lawn care. I want to have 2 lawn trucks and a landscaping truck. I'm really just trying to keep growing the company every year and see where it gets me. But hopefully within the next 5 years, I have like a $500,000, $1 million business.
Yeah.
It's definitely my goal.
I think you're going to get there, no problem.
Yeah, definitely. And then like I said, it's just, I want to put out as many trucks as I can, but still doesn't mean always take quantity. You always want to do quality as well. So that's something I strive in as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, I will tell you what, you got a great business here. From what I can tell, I've been following you along on Instagram for a little while. We got to chat back and forth, and I just love the G, man. The G will look sweet on your next couple of trucks, and then as you continue to grow and you get that on a white truck or something and the big green, I mean, dude, that looks very professional. If I saw that trailer, I wouldn't know that was an 18-year-old kid. I would have thought there was a 37-year-old business owner in your side of town, something like a Clippers truck or whatever, So great job. Keep it going. Last thing I'll say is, or ask you even if you want, imagine you're talking to the Justin 3 or 4 years ago. I always like asking this question because, my gosh, what I would tell the younger version of myself, so many different things. But, the Justin that was just getting started a couple years ago, hoping to make some pocket cash and, just make some money and be able to hang out over the weekend. What would you tell yourself? Anything you would do differently, good, bad, or ugly? Hey, watch out for this. Any thoughts to yourself back in the day?
Something I would do differently is try to, it's hard to explain, but something I would do differently is just
Reinvest or
always reinvest. That's something I always did is reinvest. But something I would do differently is try a lot of the problems I had was look for good. It's hard to look for good tools and equipment. Just take your time in a little bit. Don't rush into things because when you rush into things, you're gonna buy things and you regret it. That's over the last few years. That's some things I did was buying some trucks and regretting it. But everyone's got to start somewhere. But that's something I would definitely redo next time is just look into things a little bit more. Look at your options and see where you can do.
Maybe the big picture even sometimes.
Yeah.
I agree. You buy a dump insert when you're for a couple of grand more, I could have just bought a dump trailer.
Yeah, definitely. See, you got to look at your options a little bit more. Don't rush into things.
Yeah. Or also look at where do you want the perfect business to be in 5 years. And then backfill. And you're well, along the way, we'll have a dump truck, a dump trailer, 2 enclosed trailers, and then put together those pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, everything takes time. There's going to be hard times through everything, but you just got to push through it. And in the end, it's all going to pay off anyways. So it'll all pay off.
What, last question. What's your mom think? Is she excited, supportive? Is she
my mom is
think
very
you're crazy?
Supportive. She actually was helping us today on a landscaping job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever she can. And so is my sister. She always would help too.
Yeah.
And my brother, everyone's all into it.
Family business.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. Shout out to mom. Does she still pray over you and she's man, please don't be stupid,
Yeah. She's always when a tire's bald or something, you gotta change that or this and that.
That's funny. We were doing a podcast and YouTube video with Riley, and his mom and him were he's I want to go cut grass. She's no, you're not. And he's yes, I do. So, and I said the same thing. I'm pushing 38, man, over here now. And my mom is still our biggest fan and biggest supporter. And you can't do it without, your wife, your mom, the family, your dad, if you got, all the above. And family is really big. That's why we get that family owned in our crest. It's a big part. We want to be a family owned business,
Yeah.
So that's awesome, man. Well, we'll button it up right here, dude. Thanks so much for being on the tour. By the way, that box right there in the front seat, that is yours from Stable. Which is one of the show's sponsors. So I do know what's in it now because Riley opened up his this morning, and that's actually a really cool swag bag and a little gift box of some stuff that they got there for you. Had you used any Stable yet, or do you know the name?
I've seen it on your page.
Yeah. Have you used anything from there?
Oh, Stable, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there, bro. So
nice.
They always send a nice care package. So when I go on these tours, I try to hook you guys up with something and some other stuff behind the scenes. I try to bless these guys with some gifts and some items just to say thanks for being on the tour and all that mess. But super appreciate you taking time out of your busy afternoon, man. I know you got a lot going on. Like you said, your lawn care, doing landscaping today, even on the weekend. We had some hurricane rains go through, and that pushed everybody back. We actually just finished up yesterday evening ourselves. So it's been a busy couple days.
Oh, definitely. Yep, it's been busy.
We all need a nap and catch a break,
Yeah, get out of this hot weather.
That's right. Winter will be here before we know it, and then we'll all be complaining how cold it is, right?
That's how it works. You complain in the winter about the winter, and then you get to the lawn, you're complaining.
how it's never too hot. It's always too hot or too cold, right?
Yeah, definitely.
In Michigan, we get 2 weeks of 70-degree days, and that's about it, Other than that, it's too wet, too rainy, too hot, too cold, too snowy.
Yeah.
So, and then we all want to be in Florida, right?
Yeah.
There you go, man. All right. Well, guys, thanks for listening to this episode. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. We've got 6 guests that we're doing on Mondays for the next 4 to 6 weeks for the Teenager Tour series on 2024. Thanks so much to the sponsors again. Thanks so much for you guys listening and watching. Don't forget to check out Justin's video tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on the Brian's Lawn Maintenance YouTube channel. Leave us an encouraging word, maybe a quick comment, give him a thumbs up, a high five. We super appreciate that. And guys, that's what we got for you on today's episode. We'll catch up with you guys here on the next one.
Don't miss out on Equip Expo. Register today using code Brian to enjoy a massive 50% discount on your registration fees. This is your chance to secure your spot at the premier event for the green industry community. Save big and be part of something amazing. There's an easy-to-use link in the podcast description.
We hope you guys enjoyed this interview for the 2024 Teenager Lawn Tourpreneur Series. If you'd like to see more from each guest, including a full tour of their business and lawn care setup, we invite you every Monday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern to check out the Brian's Lawn Maintenance YouTube channel. Thanks for listening, and get after it, friends.
Thanks for taking the time to listen to the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast with Brian Fullerton. We hope you enjoyed this production. If so, please consider leaving us a 5-star review for the show. While the techniques and ideas presented here are designed to help you grow a more successful and profitable business, no one can guarantee these results for you. We want to emphasize that entrepreneurship is not easy, and the ideas presented here are just the opinions of Brian Fullerton and his respective guests. No one can guarantee success for you. That being said, we hope the ideas presented here help you and motivate you to go on out there and crush it with your own business.
Fullerton Unfiltered Podcast.
Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
This has been a Brian Fullerton and Mr. Producer production.